not to sound cliched, but it's a lot more than just the football.
Ambassadors isn't just about playing football, it's about having a community, and it's having about a group of fellas who are watching your back on the football field and watching your back outside of football.
I suppose recently it's really hit home. The thing that I really enjoy about the club is the team spirit and the crack and the mates that I've made. Most of whom I would probably count as very, very close at the minute, especially when you're going through hard times.
Well, I suppose I've played in a few football teams before. I tend to find the thing is that everyone's getting down on each other, they're having a go at each other. This here is just great banter. You come down, everyone's encouraging you, and you're able to play the game and enjoy it, play it properly.
From when I was 14, 15, like everybody does, I was thinking, like, what's the point in this? What's the point in me being in school all day just to get a job, just to whatever? And Ambassadors really stepped in that place.
They've been to loads of different soccer schools. You felt certainly as your child not only safe, but they were in the right environment. They were hearing the right things and weren't hearing the wrong things. As a parent, that was a big plus point.
The Spain tour came along at the right time. I had just got saved and was trying to turn away from any of the stuff I was doing, the not healthy stuff. And Ambassador sort of stepped in and took on that role of, like every teenage guy, is boredom and he's looking for the point of life.
When you play football in the Mid-Ulster League, you see the team you play against, you know, maybe about 10 minutes after a match, you know, having a few drinks with them, that's about it. But you just go away with yourselves, you know, you see football in a different light, you know, what you can actually do for other people through football.
I obviously love playing football. I'd always wanted to go to Africa. I like travelling, so I'd always wanted to go to Africa. And I've never really done anything that you would say kind of, you know, given something back. So because it was a chance to combine all three, it was kind of a unique thing, so I thought that would be really, really interesting.
Being part of a big group, it's like one of the good things about being on tour, and it's something that sort of you can't recreate, and you can come back and you can tell stories, but you can never actually capture how good it is to be part of such a group. And
then stepping into Ambassadors, seeing that God wants us to play football differently, it was cool. It was something I hadn't heard before.
Even like not shouting, not giving off at the referee and not faking it or whatever. I think it's made a huge difference just in the way that I see football.
I was aware that because the football team I play for don't necessarily always go by those kind of ethics, that it was something that I was going to have to get used to, but it's actually not really something that you have to consciously get used to. Whenever we started playing the warm-up games and in Africa, it kind of feels like natural because it is actually the way that you should do it, and it's not difficult to get used to it because it just becomes something that you think's okay and you actually enjoy it more.
The whole team sort of working together for each other, and then to work hard enough to actually score the equalising goal. It was great, and just to see everyone's face as they celebrated and every single member of the team running to celebrate with Stuart, it was a tour highlight for me.
And trying to find the balance between wanting to win and still trying to go about things in the right way. And I think that the Ambassadors have got a good handle on where the middle line is.
But just being part of the group and the squad that we had and the unity and the sense of community that we had, I mean, it was much more than the football.
It was really good because all the girls were together, and even just praying before the match seemed to calm everybody down a wee bit.
The Christian side of the team for me is not an in-your-face thing. Christianity is, you know, it's God's blueprint for life, and it's how life is meant to be done, and I hope that we can show that through the team and how we run it and how we play, that actually it's the only way that really makes sense.
I think I learned to be a lot less selfish as well, just seeing how little people had but yet how happy they were, and then coming home and me realising how much I had but how I still wanted more.
I've found since I've come home that I've tried to bring it into the way that I play football now, and I enjoy it a lot more.
I don't want to lose what I felt whenever I did come home.
I've come back from that trip very encouraged in my own faith, and I suppose that challenged me a lot in ways that I wasn't expecting. And again, I'm home now, refreshed, and trying to take the things that I learned out there and seeing if I can make that work where I am in my own community.